Alright, so it's been a while since there's been a video about the Gleaner combines that I rescued. I haven't made a Gleaner revival video in a long time, and I've done some work to this one, and I don't think it made it in any videos. It may have been mentioned in videos, and there may have been a video here and there that had them running in it, because I know when I brought this other one home, this was the first one I brought home with the corn head on it. There's video of it driving around, and then I brought this one home and I was having a hard time getting it started, and I got it started, and everything on this one actually worked other than the variable speed. The variable speed hydraulic line up in here, I don't know which one it is blowed on it, and I couldn't get the variable speed to work for it to drive. The other one, the cylinder leaks on it, which I'm sure the cylinder on this one will probably leak. Excuse me, if I can get oil to it, but I can't get oil to it because the line's blowed. So before I bought the Massey Ferguson combine that I had last year, I was working on this one, trying to get it running to take my beans off, and the radiator was bad. The radiator's bad in this one, but this one has a different radiator. It's a little bit smaller and easier to get because there's a lot more of this style of F than there is of this style of F. You can see the decal's different. This is the later version. There's 3 serial number brakes, and that one over there is in the 2nd serial number brake, and this one's in the 3rd serial number brake. So there's just some differences, and this one has a bigger radiator, and I can't swap them because of the way everything lines up. This one with the bigger radiator, the motor's pushed further to the left side, and it's got a different input, or not input, but drive shaft piece than what that one does. So stuff wouldn't transfer over as easy, and I know a place I could get a diesel engine for this, and what I did, I ended up pulling the engine out, the whole unit, and I went to take the radiator to try to get it fixed, but it's $900 to get it fixed, or it's $900 to buy a new radiator. So that's when I parked it and decided to buy that Massey Ferguson. Well, I told you I had a lead on a diesel engine that I could get, but why buy just a diesel engine when you can buy a whole nother combine? So that's exactly what I did, and this one has a diesel in it. Now this one, I just got it home yesterday, and I have video of unloading it, and you guys have seen pictures of it through YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and this will be the first video on it. But I don't even know what year this one is. I can't remember what year the other two are, but this is a Gleaner F, and it's the later serial number brake like that one, and it has the 6-cylinder diesel in it, and it can't believe it, but it has all the shields on it and stuff. And this one, if you noticed, even has the air conditioner box on it and air conditioner pump. It's got decent tires on it, so I bought this one. It also came with this grain head over here. This is a 13-foot Gleaner grain head. The one that is on the other one, I'm not sure if it's like a Gleaner corn head or Gleaner grain head, or if it's like an aftermarket deal, but this one's for sure the Gleaner grain head. 13 foot. The other one's 13 foot. It's not in the greatest of shape, but it's in a little bit better shape than what mine is. So I mainly bought this combine for the grain head and the engine. Now let's go over the combine, because it runs, it drives. So I'm already leaps and bounds ahead of that one. But this one's not in the best shape. You can see all the duct tape around the auger. It's got duct tape on the other side. This right here is a little bit of a problem. I don't think I should be able to do that. And come around to this side, and it didn't even, that one's good. But we got that guy. I don't even know what's holding that guy on, but it ain't much, and it was run. That sucker's sharp, and this shaft is about half wore out. But we got that, more duct tape. Something's out of alignment there. The guy told me it was that way when he bought it. He had it 10 years, and they changed the bearings in this, the guy before him, and when they did that, he thinks that they got it too far to this side, and she kind of ate a hole in her. But he used it for beans last year until the bearings went out of that variable speed pulley and that over there. But I know how bearings are, and two bearings don't go out at the same time, so one of these got run way longer than the other one, and I'm gonna assume that one over there went out first, and then this is the one that he finally realized, oh hey, there's a bearing out, I need to stop. So he just paid to have somebody take his crops off, or his beans off anyways, because he has an F2 that he runs corn with, and he didn't use it at all this year, so he decided to sell it. I decided to buy it. So this one, I believe, is going to be parts for that one over there, because that one over there is in better shape. The augers aren't rusted out, and he also has a problem. This variable speed pulley down here won't move in and out. He's had it apart and rebuilt it, and to me, it looks like it's wore out. I don't think them holes are supposed to be as oblong as they are. So I'm going to say it's wore out and just stuck. But he's had it apart and goofed with it twice, he said. So this one's going to be parts for that one. So next year we should have a combine running. I got some extra belts with this one. What my plan is, we're going to get that one running and going, and we're going to try to get the other one running and going, because it doesn't need much either. It actually pretty much just needs a belt and a couple sprockets, and this one has all that stuff. It's missing the spring and this mechanism and just a couple other goofy things. So one thing he did tell me about this machine is most of these machines take automatic transmission fluid. And look, I even have this shield, which I don't have on the other ones. Most of these take automatic transmission fluid, which I'm sure this one probably did, but he filled it with hydraulic fluid. So I don't know if you can do that, if you're supposed to do that. I know we accidentally mixed hydraulic fluid with the transmission fluid in the M2, and the hydraulic fluid got all frothy, and it wouldn't hardly pick the head up or do anything. So I don't know, but I didn't get to turn any of the internals on of the machine because those bearings are out. He told me I could do it, but I said I won't be able to hear anything because the bearings will just be howling the whole time. So, but I looked it over real good. It'll be a good parts machine. Inside's dirty, very, very dirty. But we might try to transfer the air conditioner over to the other one and see if it works or not. But this says it has 2,267 hours. I don't know if that works or not. What gauge do we have down here? A fuel gauge, probably. Yeah, fuel gauge. I don't know if it works or not. Probably not. I don't think too many of the electronics work in this, but variable speed works, doesn't leak. It just, that one pulley down there don't move, and it just vibrates real bad. So our winter project, or at least our project before next season, is to get that machine going. Is the plan. I mean, I could take the pulley off of that one and put in this one and have a machine that runs and goes, but I still have to work on that variable speed thing, and I know that stuff worked on mine. So I think we're gonna make this one parts just because of how rusted out the augers are. I mean, the bottom of the machine ain't too bad, but this machine is a little bit of a project. So I'll have to pull that other one out of the weeds, get the head off of it, and actually get into the internals to see what the internals look like of each one. But this one, this right here bothers me. That shouldn't be that way. And hard telling what's wore out. So anyways, I think I'm going to fire it up and hook up to that head and move it just out of the way. I don't know where I'd even put it. I don't know. I had too much crap going on around here. But anyways, this will be a part of the Gleaner revival video, and there will be a video following this of me unloading it. I didn't get any video loading it just because there was a lot of people there and it needed a lot of attention because the trailer was so narrow. But there's video of me unloading it. It'll be kind of fast motion until I go to drive it off. So anyways, yeah, we got a new combine, and out of 3 combines we ought to be able to make 1. I'm hoping to make 2, so we'll see what happens. But until then, catch you guys on the next one. Okay, before I get too excited, there's no videos of really hauling a combine on a gooseneck trailer, so I figured I'd show you, talk you through how I did it, but you guys will probably get just a like a time-lapsed thing of me unchaining it and getting tires on it. But before I get all the binders off, I took them all off the other side, but I'll show you how I had it chained down. I chained it crossways, and then I also had chains here pulling back, and this was just the chain that I put on to keep it from rolling back on the trailer when we were jacking it up. And then I had 2 chains pulling back this way. This is a Gleaner F. I took the tires off. I could have got it a little bit lower if I'd had a low profile jack, but that's just where we had it. We were about 13 foot, just under 13 foot maybe. Just licking the width. I mean, you can see this trailer is only 8.4, not 8.6. So the tire stuck over a little bit, but where my width is right here with the auger and the platform. But it ain't too bad. I brought this 70 miles and it didn't move an inch. So a little top heavy, so you gotta be careful of that. But chain down. So what I am going to do is finish taking the chains off. I'm gonna leave that one chain hooked up because it's got tension on it. We'll jack it up, put the tires on it, and drive it off. And you can see the center of the tires was right here. This is where the tread was meeting. So it's a tight fit, but I'll set you guys back over here on the stump and you can watch.